Hey guys, our buddy Hashtag Feelings is donating all the money from January sales on the Hashtag web store directly to the fire services.
We've also got a few of our DimesCast shirts on the site, so if you haven't won one in the previous competitions, be sure to go purchase one. It helps out all the fireys around the country right now.
Make sure you guys head to hashtagfeelings5.com/shop to make your purchases, and every little bit helps. Peace.
Peace.
She got an internal mic or something.
He just swallowed it before he...
All right, let's stop this. Hey guys, and welcome back to the DimesCast. Hope everyone is having a great week.
Yo.
Today we are in the studio with the man himself, Matt Noble. How are you, brother?
Good, bro. How are you?
Give him a
What's going
clap,
on?
everyone.
Yeah.
Happy New Year's, bro.
Thank you.
I mean,
Happy New Year.
We're in the new year, and I just really want to ask you a question. What's your thoughts on ASMR?
Oh, bro. It depends. Like, there's categories to it.
So what level of like ASMR would you feel? Would you feel like you're into, you want to hear some crunchy pickles
I'm into
or
the crunchy pickle
yeah?
eating
So the
ASMR.
pickles is the trigger.
That's it.
No, shout out to ASMR the Chew. Make sure you guys follow her on Instagram. She's doing good things. But bro, it's so good to have you here, man.
Thanks, man.
For the guys who don't know who Matt Noble is,
Yo.
you guys should, because it's a given. The Matt Noble, one of the dopest producers in Australia and New Zealand.
Thanks, bro.
And man, you've done some incredible things over the past couple of years, and it's just an honor to have you here in the studio.
Yeah.
And also,
Thanks.
one of the parts owner in 6 Degree Studio.
Yo, 6 degrees.
Yeah.
Man.
And probably the biggest Dimecast fan we have.
Oh yes, yes. He was just rattling off stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh,
man.
someone watches this. No, but it's good to have you here, man. I mean, there's so many questions I want to ask, but I think let's just dive it straight into the music stuff, man. Where did music kick off for you?
Oh man, my old man's my old man's a muser, and
Yeah.
all of my brothers and we just followed that, and yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. I started making beats maybe 2006.
Yeah.
That's when I got Fruity Loops 3.
Wow.
Yeah, the cracked version. Couldn't save. It was like a what's it called? Like a demo. So you couldn't save. So that's how I had to make heaps, export, make another one, export, because you couldn't save it. So
Yeah. See, I remember doing that when I first got Cubase.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea what I was doing either. Like back in the time, like I didn't even know what samples were. I was playing things like I had a keyboard, an electric keyboard, and you know how you can like change the sounds, like just a drum thing, and I was like playing the drums. So I was like actually bouncing it into audio, like not samples. That's how I started.
that's exciting times there when you're like first learning all that shit.
Yeah, you're like what? And I had like speakers like this big, like small ass, and just thinking, oh yeah, this is the best thing ever.
The old school like Logitech bundle. You could
Oh
buy.
yeah, with the little sub.
Everyone's been there. That's been the monitors for everyone at some point, bro.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, obviously back with your dad being a musician, following in his footsteps. I mean, all your brothers,
All of them.
every single one of them. I mean, I don't think I've met your eldest brother. I think
Dan.
Yeah. Does he do music too?
Yeah, man. He's in the church, so he does like.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was doing like sound engineer at church, and then just songwriting, all that type of stuff, bro. But yeah, like Tane was mentioning that in his one.
Yeah.
All the stuff that he does, like a whole production pretty much every Sunday.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's awesome, man.
But yeah, actually, he was a big influence on all of us as well.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So, what was your go-to instrument when you were growing up? Like, was it keys, drums?
Yeah, keys and guitar. I had drum lessons when I was a kid at church.
Yeah.
And then there was just a guitar always around at the house.
Yeah.
My dad was massive on the keys, so that's why Cam's the man on keys.
Yeah.
And there was always just keys at my dad's.
True.
So,
That's crazy.
I mean, if you guys go and follow like Cam Noble, like any of the Nobles, like Rory, even Rory's a phenomenal
all of
musician
them.
too. I mean, all you guys are crazy. Like, I think we were blessed to have you guys in here. That one time when we were setting up this studio, and like we sort of got to witness. Like, I saw Rory and Cam here in the corner, like just making random stuff, but like on this little. Remember the little Korg MIDI thing that we had? Yeah, they were just making these little weird things.
yeah, bro.
Like,
Cam's
this is nuts.
amazing. Rory's crazy too.
Yeah.
And Tane. I mean, fuck it. He can play keys.
And
Crazy
yourself,
too.
mate. And
Yeah, and yourself,
God.
bro. I mean, I think when we first met you was at SA Studios.
We're gonna have
going back to that one again.
Reminisce
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, bro. SAE.
I think Kay Lisa brought you in.
Yeah. Was it the session where I met Grayson as well?
No, that was a different one. I thought it was the same one, but yeah, it was a little bit different because that's when you told us that you you were really good friends with Montel.
Oh
and-
yeah.
yeah. So it was like mind blowing having you in the studio that time.
bro.
But yeah, I just remember when we you got there late, and we must have gone to HSP.
Yeah.
And we rocked up, and it was like real dark, and literally Lisa was like, "Oh, I think Matt's here," and literally we looked down the path, and it's just you just walking out of like the bush. I was like, "Oh, who's this guy?" And then from then on, we're like, "Oh, it's Matt." Yeah,
Man, yeah, that was good times, bro. SA was the shit.
yeah,
bro.
I mean, people we talk about it all the time.
No one understands.
No one understands. No.
Yeah, I was like, that was brief for me. Like, you guys probably had it a while beforehand.
Yes,
Mm,
yeah.
Like coming into there that was when I first moved here. That was when I first met you guys.
Yeah, true.
So how long have you been in Australia for?
3 years in. That must be 4 years in May. Yeah, 2016.
True.
Yeah, 2016. So
Wow, I thought you were
20
here for longer.
May
That's
2020 would be 4
Still
years.
fresh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, for sure.
insane. So when you moved here, was it a thing for you that okay, I'm moving here to Australia to do music, or was it just I just want to change up a lifestyle?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, it wasn't for music. It was just a change of lifestyle.
That's
for
crazy.
sure.
What
I was
made you
living-
move? What made you move over here?
I was living in Melbourne first when I turned 18.
Yeah.
I lived there for a couple of years, and then I had my son, and then we moved back home to be with family.
Mm.
And then after like he was like 1, we were like, oh yeah, he's old enough to do shit.
Yeah, he
He's
can do
one,
things on his
so I was
own.
like, yeah, he's all good. And then we moved over here, and we had holidayed here before, and I was like, yo, this is a mad spot. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
Brisbane is how from being someone who's just moved from NZ.
Mm.
What made you so attracted to Brisbane? Because obviously you've had time in Melbourne for a little
Yeah.
bit. What
Yeah.
was so different?
mainly the climate there, like
yeah, of course.
mad weather here, the pay's better here, all that
Really?
kind of, all, like, compared to New Zealand, not maybe to Melbourne.
Oh,
but-
of course, yeah.
But yeah, that's the main thing. Is just 9 days out of 10, it's sunny here. You know.
Has it ever caught up with you? Like, man, it's too hot.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, all the time. But like, bro, still, it's mad.
Okay, back to music. So, when did it become like a thing that you were like, oh, production and hip hop was your thing? When was that point in your career?
Oh man, I've always just wanted to produce. Like growing up, Timbaland, Dr. Dre, Pharrell. I was just fascinated by beats. So yeah.
That's crazy, man. Because like I know I can hear like some Pharrell influences when
Yeah.
you pull out some stuff. But are they your main sort of go-to inspirational guys that you sort of listen to and
Not
look up to?
anymore.
Oh,
Probably
wow.
not anymore. Just because like they're not as active as before.
Yeah.
And it's not like what's trending right now. What's the sound right now? But like growing up for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now it's interesting. Like, if you guys ever get the time to sit in the studio with Matt, you really like describe music as like feelings, and how you produce and how you pull apart samples is actually really unique.
Yeah.
Can you like unpackage that? Like, it's a big question. It's a
Yeah.
very broad question, but like I remember sitting there and being like, yeah, I can see where you're going, and it really changed perception on how I made music too.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Sampling is like, I started doing it in Fruities, and I didn't know how to sample in Fruities. I just chuck it on the, like it would slice it into each things.
yeah.
And then you just have to pretty much make do with what was sliced.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I moved to Logic, which was, I found it was shit for sampling.
Really?
I didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
But Ableton, when I moved to Ableton, I think I've been using Ableton since I moved to Brizzy. And, yeah, that shit's been the shit. Ableton's the best, I reckon.
Yeah. So when you listen to samples, what do you sort of find or try to look for that is unique, that you can sort of be like, I'm going to put my Matt Noble stamp of approval around it?
Oh man, just interesting stuff. It has to be interesting there, you know. Like I'll be crate digging on YouTube for hours and hours and hours, and then even now I just go to Drum Broker and look at like sample packs and. But I mean, I don't really like doing that as much anymore. Like I'd rather find actual samples, like old songs, or staying clear from samples and just making original stuff. But
Yeah. It's
It's
such an
getting-
interesting. It's so funny.
getting
When,
kind of like flooded in a way.
When you're like, crate digging, but just on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's like the crate
That's
digging.
what it
Yeah,
is.
20
I wa-
New
wanna-
age
yeah.
crate digging.
Yeah, I want to actually do some crate digging. You know, I want
Yeah.
to go get it like a vinyl to USB and then go out and crate dig for sure.
That'd be pretty
That'd be
cool.
dope.
Yeah, just shit that doesn't make it to YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like there's playlists like for even I've done that. Like looked up like 80s playlists.
Yeah.
80s samples, and there's
Sample,
like
yeah,
old
100%.
songs. And I'm like, oh
Just
yeah,
chop the
sweet.
fuck out of them.
But then I noticed there's like in the same playlist, there's like 3 songs that you've been used previously. You're like, oh,
And,
okay.
like if you're finding it, heaps of people are finding it.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
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 You want to
So
find like rare shit.
what was Okay, in terms of like your style,
Mhm.
and what is your style? Because you man with the drip EP, such a throwback, like
Yeah.
like awesome, like I don't even know what type, like would you say like almost like a New York type?
Yeah, it's boom
like
bap
feel?
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's New York
Yeah.
boom bap. Yeah, man, that was the taste that we were going for that. Like,
Yeah.
I think the first few tracks that we tracked, you engineered most of that project. Like,
Yeah, that was good times.
I,
I would never, bro.
Shot caller, was that the first joint we did, or?
Bro, I'll never forget when
Yeah, it was.
when Don Su
Oh yeah.
when
One
he
take Timmy, yeah, he just come in his high vis.
rocked up his high
Bro,
vis.
nah, like he was there, he'd done his verse, and he's like, "Oh yeah, my boy's just waiting in the car."
Yeah.
That's just bro in the car. Like that's how confident he was. He was just gonna be
See you
in and
later.
out. Yeah.
And I was like, he can come up and stand. He's like, no. He's just warming up the car. I
bro.
just can do this in jet. And I was like, oh,
And he
okay.
killed it.
Killed it.
Stand
up.
One take, bam, done it, and then
Yeah,
ad libs, and then it's like, all right, see you boys,
See you later.
bye. Rocked up in his
killed
high vis and his boots.
That's Tarnis who done that artwork.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool artwork.
it's awesome artwork. It's actually it did really really well. I was super proud of that project.
Yeah, man, and then having the release here at 6 Degrees was real cool too. Having that
Yeah.
that party.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But
So-
yeah, that
so
project was hard.
with this project, obviously, yeah, you were you guys sent like this is the type of sound that we're going for, and then you just sort of recreated around that, or did you sort of come with the idea, be like, let's just do this?
It just happened, bro. Like whatever the first track was, I didn't even we didn't set out to make an EP. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think that we just had a few beats, and they were similar sounding, and then I was like, I have to make the intro and the outro and like just to the same, so it's all cohesive.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But because we're working on Drip 2, and that for
Mm.
me to recreate another thing like more beats like that has been challenging recently because I've been making heaps of other shit.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna try and get the exclusive out of you, but I mean, so is there possible, guys?
Yeah, we fired up the group chat again.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, oh, here we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, so I popped a few beats in there, and I'm making more for that.
I did hear a clip from Steez, and for like 2 seconds I thought it was 50 Cent.
So did I, bro. It was like singing like 50 Cent.
Yeah. It was dope. I mean, super excited for that. So make sure you guys tune in for that one.
Yeah.
Let's take it back even further before Drip, man.
All right.
I recently came across a song that you did. It was like a big cipher,
Oh, yo, heavy. Yeah.
and it was really interesting. One of the verses was Scribe.
Yeah, that song was a big deal at the time.
Yeah.
Especially for me. Like, but in the NZ hip hop, it was a big thing to get all these people together on that.
Can we pull up on YouTube "Heavy"
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
Matt Noble? Oh, you've got it, man. You
Yeah.
got it.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk us through this, man. So how did this start?
I made this beat in my car. And
In your car?
Yeah, and you know when you listen to, you give songs the car test.
Yes.
So I was like doing it at the same time. I was like driving, and I wasn't driving, but I was like parked up. I was making this beat, and I was like, this is hard. This is hard.
Yeah.
And then I was like, man, it'd be cool if I could get like this was around the time One Train had come out.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a few other posse cuts at the time, like a few other ciphers type thing. And I was like, man, I need to do this for New Zealand artists.
Yeah.
So Razor Biza was and still is a big artist in NZ. INF, who's from Swidit, Image, he was in a crew called The Document, and then Bills lives here now.
Yeah.
PNC is one of my hometown heroes. He's from Palmerston North,
Wow.
and he's like, he was a big rapper when I was growing up. And then Scribe was like the biggest NZ rapper. So,
yeah. 100%.
There's a few other people who wanted to get on here that weren't cool to get on it because of other rappers being on it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with that lineup. Like that.
100%.
Yeah.
Man. It's a tough lineup.
Huge lineup.
Bills' verse is hard too.
Bills verse is hard, bro.
And then like I was watching this, and if we actually fast forward to the end, Adam, when Scribe's verse comes in, was this actually filmed when Scribe came along? Was he on a different day, or was it earlier?
I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was all the same time. Yeah, they were there.
Oh, okay, they were. Yeah.
My oldest brother Dan, the one we were talking about earlier, he actually was like liaised this whole thing. Like I was like, yo, because I was living in Melbourne at the time, and I was like, yo, Dan, I'm organizing a video shoot. I need you to pick up Scribe. I need you to do this, and like he went to the airport, pick up Scribe, took him there,
So how did
accommodated
did you
everything.
just like email all these guys?
Yeah, it was all through email. Like I wasn't in any sessions with any of them. It was all just email me back the verse, and our structure.
Put it together.
Yeah.
And
That would have been buzzy, man.
it was cool. It
It
was
would
cool.
have been so buzzy. I mean, especially like obviously. I mean, was Scribe really big still back then?
Yeah.
I mean, he still is obviously
Yeah.
an icon of
Yeah,
New
I
Zealand.
mean,
yeah.
it was 2014.
Did you
And
do?
he had like an album in 2009. I think that was like his last album, so he
Yeah.
was still kind of bubbling.
Did you still like when you got the confirmation that Scribe was going to be on it? Were you like, yo, this is
Yeah,
kind of
for
crazy?
sure. Yeah, I was like, all right, cool. I got to do a video for this. Like, it can't just be,
Oh,
yeah,
so
it
you
can't
just
be a
yeah.
single thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, it did. I mean, look at the views, man.
Yeah.
It's done really, really well.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. That was shot by One Island Films. He's one of the bros from Auckland, and yeah, he did a good job. Sure.
Obviously, after that, I can imagine you would have been requested to produce on a lot of other stuff there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So what any other NZ or international artists reach out to you after that?
I pretty much produced songs for all those people on there,
Nice.
and then I just got onto my 2014. I was on Twitter trying to reach out to artists, and like trying to get placements that way.
Of course.
Yeah, but yeah, that kind of just established me more as a producer back home.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think from that, is that when you sort of got in contact with like CJ Fly and
Yeah.
is it the New Era?
New era.
Yeah, all those guys. Like, is that from that journey to that progression? Is that how you sort of linked up with them?
Ish, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was just through Twitter. That's how I met with CJ. He,
Sweet.
like right time. I was online at like 2 a.m. whatever the time was for him. He just tweeted send beats, and then I sent beats, and then he emailed me back 2 songs like the same day.
Wow.
So, like when I woke up, I was like, holy shit.
That's
and then-
insane.
That's crazy.
So let's pull that one up. CJ Fly, what was the song?
Now you know.
Now you know.
Dope.
Obviously, congratulations with the million
Thanks.
streams. I mean,
Yeah.
what is that now? Sorry.
I don't know, a couple million.
Yeah, it's on a couple, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
There's a video. There's actually a video for this. It might be on the recommended or something.
Are you in it?
No.
Just in the back, eh? There it is. Yeah, so this, I remember Lisa was like, yeah, the guy who did this song, is coming to the studio tonight.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, what?
Yeah, this was a cool time when like Pro Era was like,
Yeah, yeah. You know what the funny thing is? So when Joey Badass was here in Australia, I remember you said to us that CJ Fly was on the same tour
Yeah.
when Joey Badass was here. We actually got to play after Joey Badass at the Met.
Yeah.
And literally we were told not to go backstage, but we did anyway.
Yeah.
So we went backstage, we just charged through, and literally we opened the door. Joey Badass is literally right there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And with his crew.
the whole crew.
And literally, obviously, in that, CJ Fly would have been in that group too. So,
Yeah.
so we
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
crossed paths,
Yeah.
which is pretty crazy. But he only came out and played, Joey only played like 3 songs.
yeah,
there.
and then a gap today.
Was that for his album? Was he on his own tour, or was it for like?
No, it was for festival. Listen out.
Listen,
It was
yeah,
after
yeah,
Listen Out. He played he just hosted the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've actually been lucky enough to meet this guy in person, hey?
Yeah, I went to New York. I went to LA with Rory for like some other stuff, and then on the same trip, CJ was like, "Oh, you should come to New York and like help finish the song and work on some other stuff." So yeah, I went out to New York, stayed with him, and went to the Pro Studios. It was at this place called the Cutting Room, and like bro, so much songs had been recorded there, like what's that? American Boy by
Kanye West and
yeah,
stuff.
and then
Nice.
like Nicki's, a whole lot of Nicki's album, Pink Friday, Ross's stuff. Like it just plaques all on the wall.
what was
It's on
it-
my IGTV.
What was it like being there, bro?
It was crazy, bro. There was just
Yeah.
plaques. Like there was no wall space. It was just
That's
plaques there.
crazy.
That's
bro.
insane. And
Yeah.
did he, oh, here it is. Is this it?
Nah, I don't know what this is.
Oh. What is this place?
The Cutting Room. This is also the same name.
This is a very, very beautiful venue. If you guys want to hire that in New York, feel free.
What is that? Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, that's pretty
Nah,
dope.
it's a recording studio in Soho or Upper Manhattan or something.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously clocking in time with Joey. I mean, with CJ Fly. Did you ever get to meet Joey Badass when he was there?
No,
Oh.
no, I didn't. Yo, they got way more plaques than that. But yeah, they had plaques. No, I didn't get to meet Joey. I got to speak to Kirk Knight on the phone.
Ah.
FaceTime, yeah.
Nice.
But
Is that the room?
now Pro Air has their own rooms, kind of like
Ah.
you know, set up like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yep.
But yeah, that was a cool time, bro. And me and Roy were just thugging it out there. We had no money. We had like no little accommodation, and then,
Crazy.
had to stay at the airport for 2 days type shit.
No way.
Yeah, just those like we only paid accommodation to like a Thursday, and our flights on like Saturday morning.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
but
so-
I mean, I feel like you guys just know what to do in those situations. Anyway.
Just
Like,
trust the process.
you really push it. Yeah, you push it to the limit.
Bro, they had at JFK they had beds, bro. They have like camping beds, like they unfold. Yeah,
That's
we didn't
okay.
know that until like 10 hours left.
Oh,
I'm staying there. Yeah, we stayed there for like 20-something hours. And
Damn.
I was like, yo, let's get one of those beds.
yeah, because I know that. Obviously, if there's hectic layovers, you can actually rent out rooms and stuff at airports, which is
Those
cool.
rejuvenation rooms are expensive, bro. That's so expensive.
Yeah, they would.
And you can have like showers and stuff. I mean, would it be worth it? Probably not.
Oh, bro, it's so expensive.
Yeah. So obviously on that trip too, man, I did hear that you entered a beat competition.
Oh yeah, actually, that was in LA. I went to iStandard Battle of the Beats or something like that in LA, and
And you won.
no.
Oh, you didn't win.
No, that was
Oh.
that was the first time I went. I
Okay.
went to LA, and I think I got second. I think
Oh, true.
I might have been third, but I think it was second. But anyway,
Rigged.
I didn't win. So I was like, but it was all good, man. I linked up with a bunch of there's heaps of dope producers there, bro.
Yeah.
Heaps of dope producers at that event, and they have those events all the time over there, man.
Mm.
Like stuff like that.
That's crazy, eh?
Yeah, we need to do stuff like
Yeah.
that.
100%. Obviously, you've now had the vibe in LA and New York. What's the distinct difference that you reckon in terms of either producers or people? Is there a big difference in terms of people? Because I've never been.
Yeah, or
Actually,
New
no,
York-
I have.
New York
Oh,
people were real like hostile, I think.
Really?
Yeah,
True.
yeah, I thought so.
Damn. Yeah,
Just
because
like a bit ruder.
yeah, especially on the subways and stuff like that. Eh?
Yeah, it's just like everyone is just doing their thing, like not really helpful.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, no, it was cool. It was cool.
And then LA, a little bit more friendlier, would you
I
say?
guess so. I mean, I'm only just hanging out with my brothers, and we're just
Yeah.
getting high and walking for walk for hours, Uber everywhere.
Yeah.
Uber
But
everywhere.
yeah,
That's
a lot
nice.
more. I feel like there's a lot more tourists in LA.
Yeah, of
But
course.
in New York, like we stayed in Brooklyn, and it's like, oh, we went to this chicken spot, me and Rory, and they were like, oh, what are you doing here? And I was like, I'm on holiday, and they're like, why do you come to Brooklyn to go on holiday? Like, this isn't a place to go on holiday.
That's so
It was
funny.
cracking up about it. This dude,
That's
but
awesome.
he's got a point. Yeah, like
Yeah,
we went,
yeah,
we
literally.
went to the hood to go on holiday.
Did you get? Oh no, that's Philadelphia. But did you get like a Philly cheesesteak?
I did go to Philly, and I did get a Philly cheesesteak. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
How was it?
I went to Philly to meet Ill Mind. I went
No
to,
way.
yeah, I
Actually,
went
that's
to-
right.
I went to Pasta Orcs in Philly.
Of course, he
That
told me
was
about
when
that.
I was like, yeah, that was I went to Atlanta just for some other stuff, and he had a Pasta Orcs in Philly, which was like a 3-hour flight. It was like $80, and I was like, I got to go to this while I'm here.
Yeah,
So I went there and played beats to him there.
that's right. I remember when you told me the story. There's two stories which I remember you told me. When you got there was actually someone at the studio before you got there, but you didn't know who it was at the time. Was that right?
Yeah, it's this producer. Oh man, like I told Brandon, and Brandon's like, oh, blah blah blah. I like you guys might know him too. I don't know. He's signed to Rockefeller. He's like boys with Jay-Z and shit. I don't know. Well, because I got there and there was a Maybach outside or Maybach, whatever it is. Maybach outside, and it was like parked like didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, like, I run this shit.
Yeah, right.
pulled in
I was like, oh, who's it? I was like, oh, maybe Mickey Mills here or something.
Yeah,
'Cause I was
yeah.
in Philly. I was like, oh, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. And then this, like, it was in the studio. It was in like some dodgy suburb, and had to go in an elevator that could fit like 3 people in it. And then we went down. Like I was on the ground floor, and then we went down. And I was like, fuck, this is weird. And it was just, just heaps of people around, like in the hallways. And I was like, fuck, this is like sketchy. Yeah, this,
true.
and we get there, and there's this mean ass studio in there, like real nice studio in there. And then all these dudes were there, all these producers, and all this food and stuff, and it was mad.
Dope.
But yeah.
Yeah.
that
And
was
did
cool.
you say that you like got
Freeway?
there early?
Freeway. Sorry, his name's Freeway.
Ah, okay.
Freeway.
Like apparently he's a big deal.
Can you look him up?
The rapper.
Maybe Freeway. He's on
Yeah.
Jay-Z's label.
Yeah, Rock the Mark.
Yeah, maybe. See, I still don't know. I didn't do my
True, hang on.
research.
Oh, Beanie Siegel.
Can't play this.
Yeah, this
but
would be him if he's with Beanie
Yeah,
Siegel.
yeah.
Then yeah,
He was on Rockefeller.
yeah, he was on Rockefeller. It's a big deal though.
Yeah, I mean, if he's got the Maybach.
You know that beat?
My box.
No, I don't think I've heard this beat. But play
You haven't
it.
heard?
Just,
No, we'll get cut. We
Yeah,
got
real
cut.
quick, real quick.
I just did.
Again. I might have, maybe.
I don't know it either.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I feel bad sometimes there.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
I should know this.
But yeah, that dude was there and that was cool.
And then, but then also, you said that you got there like earlier than most of the producers, and you actually got to spend one-on-one time with Ilmai.
Yeah, and he was just buzzing that I came from. He was like, "Where you from?" I was like, "Oh, I'm from Australia." And he was like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "I flew to. I didn't fly like here, but like I was in Atlanta and I had to come while I'm here."
Yeah.
And yeah, he just thought that was hard.
And then,
Respected that. So.
and man, I remember you told me the story too. Like, you past the Ox, you went around the producers, and you got to play him stuff. And wasn't his feedback to you like pretty?
Yeah,
straight to the point. Like,
yeah. He just said no, there's no feedback to give. Yeah, because bro, like, if I'm being honest, bro, there was like producers in there that were like at a real low level, and like. But he still, give them feedback and stuff. So I was like, oh, yo, like some of these guys are not that good. I was like, yo.
Yeah, here we go.
I was like, yo, I might play some shit then. And then, yeah, I was like, happy with the stuff I was playing him.
Yeah.
And yeah, he thought it was cool too.
I mean, you've flown half.
I played him that beat that Donsu and that jumped on. You know that
Oh.
it's like a just knocks.
Yeah. It was Donsu Signs.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah. And he was like buzzing out about it.
Dude.
That's yeah.
That's got the Tyler chords, eh? Was it that one?
That's
no.
one.
no.
I played that as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's and Donsu like sings at the end.
Yeah.
No, that's a dope. So, dude, I mean, that would have been amazing for you, man. How long ago was that?
Must have been 2017.
Yeah.
Kind of like doesn't seem that long ago, but now that we're in 2020, it feels like ages ago.
Oh, no, man. Don't. In
Yeah.
terms of age, man, I'm old now. I'm old. But anyway, let's
Happy
get.
birthday for the other.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, appreciate that, man. But dude, from that, I mean, we've just been like talking about your career, and it's only, I feel like, just for a brief moment.
Yeah.
But like, now you are. I mean, before that, you've done some pretty crazy stuff. But now you are gold certified
Yes.
producer with Rule. I mean, congratulations for that, man.
Yeah, that one was a surprise. Like to get that placement. That was M Phases is one of my mentors, and he like threw me alley-oop, bro. He just fucking threw that up.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I did the bridge on that. So
Nice.
to get a plaque going, I didn't do the most work on it.
Yeah.
M Phases carried all the weight, so it was cool.
But still, man. I mean,
Still
you.
I respect it for sure.
100%. Yeah. Like, that's such a great thing for the resume,
Yeah.
to put on.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
So tell me, what was that experience like? Obviously, did you get to sit in the studio with Phases?
No, that was like back and forth on the emails.
okay. Yeah. And then obviously, did you know it was going to be for Rule as well?
Yeah, I got sent one of the first cuts.
Wow.
And then he was just like, we could build a bridge on this and whatnot. So
That's insane.
yeah.
That's insane. That like, so how did that relationship with the Phases? How did that come about?
SoundCloud days, bro. Like when he was uploaded on SoundCloud, I'd always, like his stuff, comment his stuff, and I knew that he was here. This was when I was living in Christchurch, and yeah, I just thought he was dope. Yeah, he's got dope beats, bro. And he did the whole like cycle of going to the States and competing in battles and making network or like connections there. That's how we met like S1, who does like heaps of Kanye stuff. And
because Phases, he worked with Eminem, right? Like
him and
S1
things. Did Bad Guy on the Marshall Mathers LP2.
Wow.
And that got a Grammy.
What a time that would have been.
He got a Grammy, bro.
Yeah.
That's like goals.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up. I mean, and then obviously working with this young guy coming through Rule. Have you ever met him yet?
I haven't met Rule, no.
Oh, wow.
No. But I heard he's a giant.
I've heard
he's tall as
One day you should just go up to him and be like, it's all good, bro.
Yeah,
like, don't worry about it. Don't say thank you.
I see him, bro. He's like always touring it. He's big, man.
Isn't like Phases, he like is in their band, isn't he?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
he did play on their Like a Virgin.
Oh, really? Yeah, true. I didn't realize that. But yeah, man. I mean, gold certified. That's insane. And I remember when this came out, or when you told us that it went gold, like it just randomly started playing at my old work at Coles. I was like,
yeah.
I know this guy. Oh, you see this? I know this. I would tell everyone, literally everyone at my work, like, I know this guy. He made this song.
Rule's fan base is real young, So
real
like
young.
My
Very
nieces and her friends like, oh, yeah, cool,
Yeah, just super buzzy. Yes, I'm relevant again. But dude, from that, I mean, in more recent, I think it was last year, you actually, Now you're onto it today, brother. 2020. Jeez, let's go. Working with these top caliber artists, Kyle and I can't. How do you pronounce this lady's name?
Tiana Taylor.
I've never heard of her.
She's she I think was famous from My Sweet 16, like a show. But her mom is like an exec. But I mean, she's talented as fuck as well.
Yeah, right. Of course.
Tiana Taylor is a big deal.
Oh, okay.
She's
So is she just?
She signed to Kanye.
yeah, good. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, she's on good music.
yeah.
Oh
I think
my
so.
goodness.
True.
And Kyle, like obviously most people know who Kyle is, which is really cool. But dude, working with these guys, how did this one come about?
This one was from Phases as well. This is actually Phases sent me some guitar loops, and I did some drum program for it. And then originally there was this other girl on it, Tiana Taylor, or not Tiana Taylor, and it sounded like Kehlani, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, please be Kehlani. But Tiana Taylor's hard too.
Thank you.
But yeah, it ended up being Tiana Taylor. And yeah, the song was supposed to come out Valentine's Day, and it seems like it's only come out 20 weeks ago by the looks of it.
Yeah. So only kind of recent. But like dude, that would have been super buzzy. Did this go on? Was this just a single release for Kyle?
Yeah, it was a single, but it came out as a the deluxe version of his album. So I hope, like, if by some chance his album like gets nominated for something, or
yeah.
like
Yeah. I mean, this
sells
obviously
amount
yeah.
of units, and then it'll just tie into that.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, another year, another
Like if
another
it's-
Grammy now, another gold certified.
Yeah, if it goes like gold or silver or something, I'll be stoked.
Yeah. I mean, dude, do you ever feel like nervous, man? Like, obviously working for these top caliber artists, like, do you ever feel nervous over the pressure?
Sessions are different to like emails, you know.
Yeah.
So, like,
for sure.
making this, I make these at home, you know, here, or but like when I do sessions, yeah, different. Like if I'm in sessions, I had a session with Phases when I was there, and that was like, yeah, a bit more pressure just to
Yeah, true.
perform, you know.
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
But,
And I think we've talked about this many times on the podcast, like in the studio versus online.
Oh yeah.
you
It's
can
more-
just trial and error heaps at
Yeah.
home, and then
Oh,
send.
example.
And it all depends on like the artist, what kind of vibe
Yeah.
they're giving you as well,
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
And like and I feel like if you're used to that environment in terms of performing and you know how to do it, I feel like you probably get a better result.
Yeah.
Because like that vibe you'll never be able to recreate again. You'll always remember
Yeah.
that studio session and you always walk out of it on a high. With online, I feel like for me personally, I feel like I can get so lost in so many different directions you can
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, facts.
And sometimes I'd be like,
Because it's like on you.
yeah, I mean, not even like on you, but it's
When
like,
they're waiting to get back.
that too. Yeah, you're like, oh, maybe it's not good enough. Yeah. And then we've just been busy, and you're like, have you
my
really?
my management, yeah.
yeah. Oh, we've been hit with that a couple of times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, dude, so far, man. I mean, how long have you been sort of taking? Oh wow, what's this?
So Cole's album has gone gold.
Kyle's.
Yeah, you better hit him up for that royalty money.
Yeah,
is it
can we give the claps? Can we get the claps in again? There we go, guys.
Oh,
Just straight in, guys. We got another gold record for Matt Noble. Well done, amazing.
Damn.
That's crazy. I'm just finding out right now.
News just in.
I need to get some management real quick.
Okay, well, actually, you know what? Talking about management. So you also, aside from your production, I mean, it all ties in together, but you also have a few things under your belt in terms of like artist management. So you have 5 a.m.
Yeah.
acts.
Axe agency. Yeah.
And
Axe.
is there another one?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Maybe Cam. Is Cam?
No,
I think it's the same
me
thing,
and Cam run Axe, and Rory has 5 a.m. sound.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But that's like Mikey Dam, and Kai Kingsley. But yeah. And then Axe is just distribution. Cam really takes the reign on that.
Yeah, nice. So how did you boys come up with that?
My old man, he had Axe Productions, and like he passed away in 2017, and then my brother Cam was like, "Yo, let's just keep this going." So, but he made an Axe agency, and then did the same thing. But my old man wasn't doing like distribution and shit like that.
Yeah.
He was just doing
Yeah, it would have been way different, but then
bookings and like things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like weddings and whatnot. Like
Yeah, of course.
shit, yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean, streaming would have been nothing back then. It would just sell your CD and good luck.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
What's a stream?
yeah. What I mean, you know what? Interesting thing. I was watching a podcast, and I think it was Joe Biden's probably, and like he hasn't been paid for all his streams because it hasn't been registered through the streaming world yet.
Yeah.
So all his music
That's
that
insane.
has been streamed already, like
Does he
the
get, like, a
hundreds
back
of
pay?
thousands, hundreds of millions. Yeah. So yeah, it's probably gonna get a massive back pay,
Oh,
but he
that's
hasn't
mad.
seen it yet. So they'll.
That's crazy.
So that's why sort of a lot of like older heads, so like even the Beatles,
Yeah.
the Beatles are gonna like cash out,
Yeah,
like
facts.
on all those like types of Elvis, his fund would be going insane.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, that's why apparently a lot of old heads don't like streaming because they just haven't been paid yet.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
just
Fair
wait.
enough,
It's
bro.
like a pension, you know.
Yeah.
They just have
Forced saving. Forced saving.
So yeah, you've got some really, really top tier artists here too, man. Obviously with Kayleezy, you've been working with him pretty closely here in Brisbane.
Yeah, I've been like working on developing with Kayleezy since 2018, November 2018. I think like the first stuff we made together was released with
Yeah.
All You. Yeah, and then
By the way, man,
bunch
like
of other stuff.
I think once you took him under like your wing, I feel like his career is just shot
Yeah.
up, hey.
Hard out.
And I
Yeah.
feel like you've taken him to like such a great creative direction,
Mm.
which has been awesome.
Yeah, mad.
Yeah, like all of his
you both vibe together. bro.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's like your
100%.
brothers. Like literally.
100%.
yeah, good dude, bro.
Great
Good
guy.
dude.
I mean, he should be here. We said
Yeah, I
we
know.
said he should be here for the other
Yeah.
podcast, but he's a busy man.
Yeah, he's the bro for sure.
So yeah, obviously, yeah, you went down to Sydney with Lisa.
That was Jesse. Shout out Jesse. Jesse's the plug for like just knowing people, bro.
Yeah,
Like he just knows heaps of people.
and you did stuff with Life with Andy. Is that correct?
Who did?
Was it you? Lisa. Oh, Lisa.
Oh yeah,
the other
for
project,
sure. Yeah, that was on our Sydney trip. We caught up with people from Live with Andy. Live with Andy.
I think it was Life with Andy. Is
Yeah.
it? Is that actually
I
called
think
it?
it's Live with
so.
them.
Oh, Life with.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not.
Shout out to
Yeah, shout out to Life with something. Oh, Life without. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
Life
Yeah,
Without
yeah,
Andy.
yeah.
And they're like a a credible blog, so
Mm.
they're good to support.
Do they run Power Rats as well, or was that something different?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
not
sure
sure.
either.
I mean, I
It's
have no
a-
idea.
yeah,
I'm
in
pretty
terms
sure
of that-
I think Power Rats is on its own.
Yeah. In terms of that world, it's so deep. There's
Yeah.
so many different blogs, so many different things to doing like write-ups. But yeah, that's really cool. It is really cool. So man, recently, coming off the back of you working with all those top tier artists, we've recently just had YBN Corday.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a
Yeah.
secret anymore, guys. We had
Yeah.
YBN Corday in the studio. How did that make you feel, man? Like,
Yeah, I was stoked, bro. I mean, I just got onto him recently with his like the Lost Boy album.
of course.
Mm.
But I heard heaps of shit, and I seen he got like co-signed by Dre, and like he's the next like conscious rapper type thing, you know.
Yeah.
So, if we had the opportunity to have like a Kendrick in here when it was like Section 80 days, to have YBN Corday in here, and in his like early days,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah.
He's on the come up hard, man.
Yeah,
Like, big
for sure.
time.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be common knowledge anyway. But when Kane was in here, he actually had to sit in the studio and record him, and I was
Yeah.
like, bro, like we rung him
Mm.
the day before, being like, dude, we're in New Zealand, so we can't do it.
Yeah.
You're going to do it. So we sort of threw him everything, and then he didn't actually realize the caliber of
Yeah.
artist he was.
A Grammy nominated.
Yeah.
Best rap album.
Yep.
Best rap
Performance.
performance. Yeah.
with Anderson .Paak as well,
Yep.
which has been, and then
Big deal.
it was literally after all that stuff blew over. The next day, I came and saw him, and I played him all this stuff, and Kane was like, "Yeah, he's pretty good, hey." Like,
yeah, bro.
I was like, "Yeah." He's
Yeah,
like,
he's hard.
I think one song, 1,000 words, that
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
He's like, "Is this him singing?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, I didn't know he could sing." I was like, "Oh man!" Like, and I was like,
Such
"Do you
a
know he was?" I was like, "Do you know he was Grammy nominated?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Oh." Like,
Such a Kane thing, eh?
yeah. So I was like, "Bro, you've recorded a Grammy nominated artist." But yeah, apparently he was really, really cool.
Mm.
I heard it was cool, and Maserati was just saying that like everyone involved was happy with the outcome of it.
Yeah.
So hopefully moving into the new spot,
Yes.
can accommodate
Oh.
more people.
We are also. Oh.
This is not common knowledge.
I was gonna say, with what's happening in our studios currently at the moment,
Mm.
where do you see us heading into the new year? I mean, you just dropped
You
it just
just-
there. yeah.
A new space.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hopefully everything works out that we get this new studio. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much done. I mean,
Yeah.
we got it. Yeah.
Wow.
It's just time.
Wow. I mean, it's a shame that we couldn't line this up like when we're in the new studio.
Yeah.
We'll just green screen it out.
Yeah. We could
Do
do
a
that.
cutout.
Actually, I mean, we're not the first podcast to talk about us moving into a new studio, but I mean, I might leave that for another day. Isn't that right,
Yeah.
mate?
All good.
Adam's dropping bombs elsewhere.
yeah.
That's good, bro. Like, I'm excited.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's gonna
yeah.
be so good, bro.
I think we've definitely in the short 2 years, we've been
Yes.
here,
Yeah.
we've definitely outgrown it already.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, we utilize everything, you know?
Yeah.
And it's cool. It's cool.
And I think, I mean, it's like a big wrap to like everyone involved with 6 Degrees doing heaps of stuff. But I think it's also a big thing, like a big credit to Brisbane in its entirety. Because Brisbane is, the last 2 years have exploded
It needs it.
with music. And I think the studio that we're going to is massive.
Huge.
And hopefully we can hold everyone in there.
Bro, that's the thing. You can see the limit here, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, a purpose-built studio,
Yeah.
heaps of common space. Just
A lot of room to just
a lot of room to just
do
talk
anything.
shit. I mean, pool table,
Yeah.
basketball
Oh,
hoop,
bro.
all that shit, man.
gonna
There's a
dope.
kitchen.
It's like, it'll be
Put a couple of beds in the corner.
Oh,
for
yeah.
a creative hub, bro. It won't be just that, you know? We could have,
anything.
heaps of stuff.
I think I did see that there was like in the comments section where all the studios are lined up. Is there like a stage up the end?
There is, there is.
Shit.
Yeah,
Run
EP
events
party,
and- yeah,
EP
EP
party
party.
releases
yeah, bro. So
all
we can
day.
even get into that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
it's gonna be good.
I feel like I feel like this year is going to be full of, I mean, not even just for us, but for everyone in terms of Australian music. Is just going to be a really, really good year. I feel like everyone's been plotting really nicely.
Gonna have room to put your plaques up, mate.
Yeah,
We're running out of
I
room.
feel like that's
here.
eat ass, bro. You know, I might just put it. I just might put it in the office.
You think it's eat ass, but we don't.
Oh,
Maybe-
yeah.
maybe it could be like inspiration for others or something. Like
100%, bro.
Yeah.
That'd be.
everyone I'll bring through, I'll be like, see that? That's where you need to be. No, yeah, we need it. Have you got the plaques yet?
no, I haven't.
Oh.
Yeah, I have to order them.
Oh,
You have to buy them. You have to pay
but-
them. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, bro.
Are they expensive?
They're like they're not. They're like $307. I just
Oh, that's all
haven't-
good.
Yeah,
Just
just haven't
sign
done it. yeah.
That'll be all good, man.
Yeah.
Be all good. Yeah. So moving into a new studio, I reckon real soon. Hey,
Yeah.
you reckon real soon?
Oh yeah, like in a couple of weeks.
Oh wow!
No, it's like it's this month. It's this month.
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
Just waiting for people to get back from holiday and whatnot.
Yeah.
But
You know what? I'm gonna say I'm gonna miss that room.
Yeah.
I really
I
will.
think we all are.
I think I really miss that room, mate.
So much stuff's come out of that room, bro.
Oh yeah. And I mean, for the people who have been here, it's just like a different. You're like enter into a different world in there. Hey.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a mission, man. We're gonna have to take everything down and
Yeah, I
you
know.
know, make good.
We'll need you, mate. We need you there. I remember when we were building this place, you were going out somewhere.
Yeah, and then
And
I
then-
stopped everything. I went home. I grabbed all my tools
Yeah.
and came back here.
That was, oh, bro, that was fun, man.
That was fun, but
That
it
was
was
a good
sick.
time.
There was
remember-
shit everywhere.
I remember Ant putting
Yeah.
boards up on that window.
Remember,
Shutting
remember
it up.
this whole floor was sawdust?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was like
It was just
sawdust.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
everywhere,
and then your
bro.
brothers had to sleep here.
yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's true.
so that's what I mean. The Noble Boys, they just any situation, they
just
Yeah,
just
plug it
they're
out,
ready.
bro.
They're
sleep anywhere.
Adaptable. They adapt.
Yeah.
That's insane, man. So tell me, man. Apart from obviously new studio coming up, more new music, what else is coming up for you in 2020?
More music. That
Oh,
is-
yeah.
I know you said besides more music, but yeah, I gotta really focus and make more shit. Really.
Yeah.
Like I've taken my IG away. Like I don't have it on my phone, and I'm just trying to get 100 beats out, and then I can
Oh my gosh.
get my phone. Like
100
my IG.
100 beats.
Yeah. Well, I've just been slack, bro. Like or not slack. I've just been doing other things.
Yeah.
Like, organized another studio. Went to the
Yeah,
US before.
yeah.
And
And then you got Christmas period that just
Yeah,
came as well.
Christmas is
So
kind
you
of
just
a write-off.
Yeah, right up. Yeah,
yeah, bro.
exactly like us.
Yeah,
Oh, actually,
really.
we didn't. It wasn't a write off for us. We had to travel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
It's
it.
working.
No, it was a good
I
time.
felt like I haven't stopped.
Yeah.
I didn't have a holiday, but
He went to back to work today,
yeah, today.
so he's just like work, back
When
to
did
work.
you?
Yeah.
When was your last day?
Christmas Eve.
Oh, far out.
So I went
2 weeks.
Christmas Eve, family stuff.
Yeah.
Boxing Day, had everyone around for barbecue, and then boom, New
Yeah.
Zealand, let's go.
Yeah. Nice.
Let's do
No,
it.
it was a good
It
time.
was good times. great times.
So more new music. So, like, are we gonna be hearing any of your own like
I'm
Matt
thinking about
Noble
it.
stuff?
Yeah, think about it. Not like me and Tane have been working on some stuff
Nice.
together.
So we finally get to hear some bars, hey?
Yeah. Oh, nah. Man.
But Tech Savvy.
I have an EP. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
a Tech Savvy EP finished. So
Oh,
I just like, I don't know. You know.
oh yeah, you've got bars.
I can put it on. Yeah, I just haven't put it out really.
Do it.
Wait, okay. Let's talk about the tech savvy stuff. So I mean, is any of it online?
Yes, on Spotify. Only on Spotify actually. Oh, yeah, SoundCloud as well.
Can we pull up some? How do you spell it for Adam?
TEK. So tech and then savvy with double V. But I edited Lisa's recent video under that name as well.
Oh really? Oh wait.
Now you might want to write text.
You've got your own. You've got your own domain.
Different in a good way.
Oh, that's so
It's so good.
It's actually really hard to find.
Tech savvy review.
I'm not the only tech savvy. You might have to write Otis at the end of that.
Oh wait. Okay, no. I know where you're going with this.
That's not me.
Sure? It's definitely not you.
Trap Queen.
Looking good.
Yeah, I got Steve Kerr. That's a single that I put out with.
That's right.
Everyone is an alias on there.
Yeah.
Rory's on it under alias. Cam's on it under alias. Brandon's on it under alias.
Steve Kerr. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that'll be
the
there.
one.
There.
Oh wait, you don't have Spotify, brother.
The Bigger Figure campaign.
Apple and get some better royalties on it then.
Oh yeah, well there you go. If you can play it for there.
Text.
Yeah, well, I remember when you guys did this like a couple weeks when we opened the studio.
Yeah, well, yeah. I recorded my verse in here. Rory was in London. Cam was in the US, and they all got me with their verses straight away. And Tane was in bed. Tane recorded his verse in bed.
What? Like just on his phone?
No, like this. He had his mic and he pulled it up. Like he had everything, and he just recorded his verse in bed.
That's such a Tane thing. I can
Yeah, it
definitely
is,
see Tane doing that.
Hang on, let's have a body bag.
I've never heard this, so I'm excited.
Oh,
Body
man.
bag season
Yo,
is
this is
Rory.
This is on. Oh, Cam just went with his own name.
Campaign.
Oh.
Oh shit. Oh, that's wrong.
Who's the bigger figure?
That's Brandon.
Oh yeah, campaign. I can hear Rory.
This is Mike, Big Roscoe, Michael Carroll.
This one.
Yeah. So like everyone's on it.
I'ma get that poster. I'ma bend that over.
Oh yeah, I felt like you guys definitely need to do like just a whole EP like this. I
got it. I have it.
Really?
Yeah. I've done it.
Cool.
It's like 7 songs. This is one of them.
So, Tech Savvy, is he like an alter ego of yours, or is it just something that you just did?
Both. Yeah. Both, I guess. Yeah.
See, like when Tyler's got Igor.
Yeah.
This is something that you could just, because I mean, Tech Savvy is your tagline. You have it in a lot.
Yeah. Well, that came later. I was rapping as Tech Savvy.
Yeah.
Pretty much since I moved here.
Brisbane changed you.
Yeah. Because there's heaps of rappers I was you know when you track a rapper and you're like, man, I could. You're like,
Well,
I got you.
try it out.
oh, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
I would kill this beat. So
You do.
yeah.
You know when you do it when they leave the session. You're like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay here for another half hour. Just retrack everything.
Bar out.
Yeah.
But yeah, my brother Rory's verse on this is hard. I think it's the next one after this. You should check that out.
Yeah. We'll keep playing. Did you make the beat?
Yeah. This is me here. It was a real old beat.
Really?
Yeah, I found this and I was like, oh yeah, I can rap to this. I don't like rapping to my own beat today, but it was so old.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, all right.
Steve Kirk. Always with my
It's a long hook. Sorry.
That's a club banger.
They played it at work heaps, bro. Yeah.
They really.
They played it at work heaps.
We like, oh no.
Oh, bro, I thought it was funny, bro.
Yeah.
This is Rory.
Steve Kirk. Always with my shooters like a Steve Kirk. Where are you, Steve? Where are you, Steve? Running for the money, for the bag, then we gotta give a leave.
That's so sick.
I got the shooter you couldn't down for.
Going for that what's that? Was it Gunner?
It's like,
yeah,
some
yeah.
Atlanta
Gunner
shit.
vibe.
We recorded Need to Know in Atlanta.
Really?
That's the other joint there.
Wait, which one's Tane's? Which was Tane's verse?
The last verse on this. Yeah.
And he just did it in bed.
Yeah,
Can you like tell?
Maybe go back, maybe like half a minute, a little bit more.
Steve Kerr.
Yeah, the sweet tane here.
Always with my shooters like a Steve Kerr. Steve
Tane's
Kerr.
funny, eh?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I 100% picture Tate.
Oh yeah, but I didn't realize it was in bed.
He's in a photo. Yeah, he's in a photo.
Was he in New Zealand or here?
Steve Kerr. Always with my shooters like a Steve Kerr. Yeah, Steve Kerr, the way I go from Chi-Town to Golden State. I told him pipe down, it's on your plate. In the city, hit the plug for the weed and get the switch. And told my niggas pick and roll it like I'm calling plays. My shooters,
I mean, we can laugh about it all we like, but it's still so hard. Yeah,
That's the thing. Like, yeah, we kept it in with our circle and we're listening to it. Like, yeah.
So we can expect a tech savvy.
Yeah,
EP.
you know what? Yeah.
Yes.
I'll drop it.
100%.
Oh, that's
Do
gonna be
it.
sick. All right. Oh wow.
Give me
Yeah.
a date. What's the date?
July 5th. No. I reckon that's gonna be dope, man. I mean,
100%.
and then
fun.
obviously, you're gonna have. Are you gonna have like an EP where it's like your production that you're gonna feature all the other artists? As
Yeah,
well?
I've been thinking about doing that for a while after Heavy was done, for sure.
You should do like.
I want to do one for here. Like what you guys with No Caution.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was hard. That was hard.
I mean, it sucks because we're at the end of No Caution 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
yo.
Nah, I think we dropped it already.
Hey,
I think
easy.
we said it already.
I think
I
we've
think
said
you
it.
have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think with
Yeah.
Lisa,
Yeah,
I
the
think
EP. Yeah.
Lisa was calling us out about it.
Yeah, it
So I
was.
was like, yeah, we
Sick.
confirmed it. But yeah, I mean, we're at the
Is
end
there,
of it.
any space for a tech savvy verse on?
Wow. Wow. I was gonna say.
All right, let's
we
make
are-
another beat.
No, I mean we are waiting on a verse.
We are.
I mean,
No, that's
we
fine.
do have time.
Yeah, I like it.
But yeah, I mean, we're at the end of the No Caution 2, and we're sort of like wrapping it up at the moment. And we had you in mind, but that was the same time where like all that like heaps of stuff was happening where did stuff with Kyle and
Yeah.
and then like all that stuff was like
That's good, bro. You guys keep it like that for sure.
But we the next project No Caution 3.
We got Bane on it.
Yeah, Bane's
Yeah,
there.
Bane.
I think that's the only
Bane's-
other producer.
Bane's getting really, really good.
Oh,
He's
bro.
his beats are so hard, bro.
Yeah, he's definitely come a long way. And
Slaps.
yeah, every beat and every artist he's been working with has been dope too.
Yeah.
Who of the local scene that you've been keeping your eye on at the moment?
Sheesh, who was there? A lot, like just through IG. Well, I forget real.
Doesn't
quick,
have to be. It doesn't have to be Brisbane, but like Australia wide.
Definitely Manu. Ampha Rose is hard.
Yeah.
Young Lips is dope.
Yeah.
He's really dude.
Like who else would there be? Obviously 1-4, bro. That whole movement.
Yeah.
That they're doing it. They're doing it right there.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's a heap. There's a bunch of artists, not just in the Oz scene, like in the US scene that I'm following. There's this dude Vori. He's hard.
Okay.
You should check him out. Amir Obey.
Mm.
But most importantly, Mikey Dam.
Oh yeah.
Most importantly, Mikey Dam.
Well, man, that guy is a writing beast and also a
Yes.
phenomenal artist too.
Yeah.
Like I mean, you obviously can't talk about like the artists he's been writing for,
Yeah.
obviously because of pretty
Yeah.
obvious stuff. But like, what's he like to work with? I mean, it's hard because you've grown up with him all your life.
I've known
and-
him.
Yeah.
Forever, bro.
Yeah.
I've known him like forever since I was like 8 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And we were actually like enemies.
Wow.
You know when you're like 8 and you got enemies. We were like trialing for basketball teams. And,
Oh, I know.
Yeah, and, like who's gonna get what position type shit. Yeah.
And what
And
did
we
he? Did he get kicked out or?
Yeah, bro, I got the possession. Nah, we both got it. We're good. But and then he became my boy after that, and then we started making music together. I produced a lot of his early stuff,
Yeah.
and then I moved to Christchurch, and then him and Roy connected,
Yeah.
and then they just made magic, man.
Yeah, they like
They're a real good duo.
in terms of creative duo. Those guys
Yeah.
in New Zealand are on another level.
But
Another
yeah,
level.
Mikey Dan, bro, he's got some new music. He's got a new single coming out next month with like a whole bunch of other stuff. He's got new management, and
Yeah. Also, congratulations to your brother, Rory, for
Yes.
making that piece of music for
Yeah.
Kanye West.
Oh
yeah, man, that was like
What was it? It was a Nebuchadnezzar.
Nebuchadnezzar opera.
Opera? Yeah,
Oprah.
yeah.
Oprah.
Yeah.
Oprah placement.
Yeah. So I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, that was crazy. He'd been telling me like a few weeks back, like, oh, yo, this is going to Big Sean. He's like, oh, yo, this is going to Kanye. He was like, oh, they're fighting over. I was like, oh, yo, what?
Wait. So who are they fighting over?
the sample that he made, Roy's been making some crazy samples, like
Right.
loops,
Yeah.
and been sending them out.
Yeah.
And then that one placed with in Kanye's camp. Yeah,
That's insane.
yeah, yeah, bro.
Yeah, because I
crazy.
watched that
And
snippet.
it's a vocal song. It's him singing. That's
Wow.
like, yeah, bro. So
That's crazy.
that's
Yeah.
pretty
What-
buzzy.
how
That's
did-
so crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
bro.
did they get like a confirmation email back being like, okay, this has been used? and-
Yeah, he got that, and then he just messaged me, and I was like, holy shit, this is like next level. You know,
Oh,
that's
man.
cool though. Because
So
now I'm
next
like, shit, I
level.
gotta go next
Yeah,
level.
yeah.
Now that you
Yeah,
brothers got
yeah,
the plug,
like,
eh?
yeah,
Like,
Yeah. Jesus is Lord too.
Yeah,
Nah, straight
yeah,
up.
bro.
Actually, on that, what did you think of Jesus is Lord?
Jesus is King.
Oh, King.
Jesus is King. I gave it a top to bottom. Thought it was hard.
Yeah.
It was like crazy. Like obviously it's different,
Very
but
different.
he can still like hold his weight even not doing worldly
Oh.
music,
Yeah.
which is crazy. It's
Mm.
it's gonna be interesting to see how, like, if it's a phase or if it's like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But it was hard.
yeah.
I was
Oh,
actually back to this. Sorry, it was weird that Shaq West was in that. Does
Yeah.
anyone else think
Yeah,
that?
it was weird.
Very weird.
Is that Shaq West in the
The
middle?
whole thing's a bit weird.
I think that's it. Yeah, like Mud Boy right there, just throwing down Mo Bamba in the church with Nebuchadnezzar.
It's the guy who sings "I Got Hose"
Yep,
and he's
that's
in
there.
the church. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel exactly the same way. Like, if you take away all the religious content, like you'll still get a Kanye album.
Yeah.
Mm.
100%. Like,
It's dope.
Yeah.
and I thought, yeah, it was. It really, he's done it again. He's changed the way
Yeah.
that music is. People
bro.
approach music now.
Yeah, that's Kanye for you.
Yeah, I mean, you look at I knew a lot of people would trash it and stuff like that because obviously it mightn't be for everyone, but you just can't touch Kanye.
But like, I know people that are like anti-religious and they like it,
Yeah, it's
bro,
crazy.
facts.
and you listen to them, they're like, yeah, no, it's still like Kanye album for sure.
Yeah, and like it just amazes me that he must just work. I don't know how he works. Actually, it must be so random. Like, you look at his whole timeline. I actually looked at it the other week. I think when we were coming back on the plane, and literally from album to album, from when it hit Yeezus, it was just different every
Yeah.
single time.
Bro,
Like,
Jesus was crazy. Jesus
Yeah.
was crazy. I was about to put that in my top 10 there. I put up on IG. I don't know if I don't think it's still there, but I had like my top 10
Of the decade.
albums of the
Yeah,
decade.
yeah.
And Jesus was probably number 11.
Yeah. And it was funny how like everyone trashed Yeezus, but then like a couple months later, the distorted 808s and like everything started coming in after that. It was like
Yeah, facts.
he changed it again. He's just got to be that one person to take all the hate first before it's cool. Like, it's
Yeah.
insane.
He's
but-
the man. Watch the Throne. That's hard.
Yeah.
Kanye's.
Oh yeah.
He's the man. I didn't like Ye.
Didn't you?
Nah.
I didn't mind
like
it.
Oh, there was a couple joints on there, but nah.
I think a few people were arguing that it was too short.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that
Oh,
whole
it's definitely
period.
too short.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that time period. The albums that he was dropping were all short. They were-
Yeah. What's your opinion? I mean, on that, would you rather, if it's an album, you would like 10 tracks on your album like that?
Bro, like if you're a consumer, then you want more, I guess.
Yeah.
But if you're an artist, bro, you just make what you want to make it.
100%. 100%. Like if you were released the Tech Savvy EP,
Yeah, people will want more.
they want more. Exactly.
Yeah,
So you've got 12 tracks.
yeah, man.
Yeah. So do you listen to heaps of like of Kanye? Like, was he a big influence when you were sort of growing up?
Yeah, for sure, absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
Like when I grew up, I didn't know he was a producer, and then when I found out he was a producer, like because he was producing first,
Yeah.
I was introduced to him as a rapper around like the Through the Wire time, you know, like
Oh,
those
yeah.
days. And then when I like go back and listen to a bunch of the stuff he produced for like even 213 or Snoop Dogg or
Yeah.
bro, he's produced heaps of shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey,
Like even Alicia Keys and stuff, he's just produced heaps of stuff.
like I just don't. Man, back then must have been a crazy time because like he was literally on everything.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, bro.
literally every little bit. Kanye West was just on, and like everything that was just popping off always just Kanye West is either in the background.
He's done well,
Yeah,
obviously, yeah. But like to just stay so relevant for so long,
Yeah, 100%.
and he probably still will.
100%. What's so? Tell me, man. What's some of the goals for 2020 that you want to smash out?
Heaps of like personal development goals,
Ah.
you know, and then I got to get another house. I bought a house in the US.
I was
and
just about to say this.
yeah, and I got to get my goal is to get like 10 in the next 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try and get another 2 this year.
I mean, congratulations. That's huge. Just being in the market, but also
Yeah,
in another country.
Yeah, it's a different,
Good
totally
time.
different game. It's still just investment game.
Of course, but in the long run, everything will start paying itself off. Like,
Yeah. Oh no.
and then, bro, you can just literally
Yeah.
do whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
Exactly.
for sure, bro.
Because how did that happen for you? Walking, like, did you ever think that you would be in the property game, like doing that type of stuff? Like, did you ever think that would be a thing for you?
When I go to the US, I stay with my friend Luke, and he's been in the property game a little bit after we got out of school. And staying with him, bro, and just seeing a lifestyle like that, it's just like, man, I want to do this stuff. So
Yeah.
And then he was like, do this and save this and come back and do this and we'll be able to do that. And I was like, yo, mad. So did that and got the first one with Cam. Me and Cam partnered, and then on to get more. Yeah.
That's dope.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
Like, what is it in Georgia?
It's in Georgia, yeah.
So what's that area like?
It's in Macon. It's in Macon, Georgia. It's about it's like the Ipswich of Brisbane.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
Atlanta's
yeah.
Brisbane, Macon's Ipswich.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And
It's a little
so-
bit out in the sticks. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a little bit out, but that's fine. Properties, like the market's cheap.
Mm.
But yeah, no, it's all good, man.
Yeah. And are you looking maybe in the future one of the houses you could permanently be there? Like,
I don't think
permanent?
so. I don't think I want to live there.
Oh, okay.
No.
But I mean, still,
Yeah.
but you still have that option.
Australia's too
Yeah.
good anyway.
Australia's mad.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
Australia's mean.
I mean, I can't believe it's so crazy that you own property, but not even in not even in New Zealand. Like you don't you own it in America.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so buzzy, man.
That's cool, bro. But like, yeah, you know what it is. Like, you got to get heaps of like different streams of income,
100%.
and like, cause I want to leave my job.
So
Works watching this,
Yeah.
but obviously, we all don't want to like have to work on 9
Yeah,
to
no,
5s,
100%.
and like we want to spend more time doing music, and yeah, man.
yeah, it's weird. Like nowadays, financial pressure is like so much prevalent than it ever has been before. Like debt is a terrible thing, and unfortunately, we all live through it. Like we all just have
bro.
to deal with
It's
it.
just like, I don't know, like the generation before us, like my old lady's still working, and you
Yeah.
know what I mean, and all my friends, their parents are still working. It's like I don't want to do that.
Nah.
I want to start working now.
Yeah.
you know.
I remember growing up, I'm like, I just want to, retire at 30.
Yeah, yeah.
Retire at 30, and then I remember my brother was like, "What are you gonna do?" I'm like, "Just hang out with my friends." He's like, "But then all your friends are gonna be working." I was like,
Make
True.
Yeah, you help. Yeah,
"Yeah.
you're the wrong friend.
Yeah.
Nah,
My rich
man.
friend, sorry.
Yeah. The facts, though, bro.
I mean, that's awesome that you're heading in that direction. I mean,
Have you seen it? You want to have a look at it?
yeah, hard.
That's on my IG. You should pull it up, Adam, if it's there.
Yeah, hard. Let's do it. Is there people living in it at the moment?
Yeah, it's
Do you know their names?
No, I don't know their names. That's that one right there. Yeah. I'll give out the
Oh,
address.
nice.
Moreland Ave. I can't give you the number.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man. So we set up Noble Homes LLC in Georgia, and like the brother I was talking about, Luke. He's got heaps, man. He's got 90 properties.
90.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So he's making a killing. So
That's insane.
this is a step towards that.
That's so good. So did you get to meet the people who moved in?
Nah, I didn't. But all this, purchase it. Look for it, purchase it, renovate it. 2 weeks, all of it.
Really?
Yeah,
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Was it hard renovation for this house?
I didn't actually do any labor, bro.
Okay. It was great.
Yeah, I'd
Oh,
like
good.
to, but no. I mean, things are cheap there, bro.
Yeah.
Labor's cheap, materials are cheap, the house is cheap, So
Is it a good nice area in terms of it's not so run down or?
yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Like the whole street's leased.
Oh, sweet.
It's all good.
That's all protected.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's the thing. Like, you don't want to buy a property where it's in like a real rough neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know what America's like in terms of being
I think
the
it's
Ipswich of.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me! I hope it's not like that. But I mean, what's that place that got the hurricane came through? What's it called?
oh man, there's a heap.
Hurricane Katrina.
New
New Orleans, yeah.
yeah.
Apparently, like those places, like just devastated to the point where people they're not even bothered to
Yeah.
clean it up or
Yeah.
anything. Sort of like Christchurch.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, you're saying,
Yeah, sort of like Christchurch in a way, but like, those areas are not even recovered from then. And then how long ago was that? Like
Oh, that was a long.
That was a long time
That was
ago.
like a decade.
Hey, let's have a look. We're getting the
a decade,
stats out
bro.
here. When was it?
2004.
What?
Wow. Was that long ago?
15 years.
Man, I just remember Weezy was always rapping about today. Look at that photo in the top right. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, that's messed up, man.
With the
the water.
The water
The
in
water.
the house. The left one.
Left.
Left.
Up.
That looks like a
What was
beach.
it?
Yeah, that's insane.
That's crazy.
See, yeah, it just never recovered. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Weezy was always rapping about today.
Always.
That's his hometown, always. So yeah, facts. Oh man.
That's when Kanye dropped the. Is that when he dropped the George Bush
Yes,
hates
bro.
black people?
Yes,
The-
it
Yeah.
was. It was then. Who was he with? He was with like.
Mike
Mike
Myers.
Was it? Oh yeah, yeah. No.
Yeah, Mike
Is that
Myers.
Mike?
Is it Mike Myers?
Yeah, it was my.
And he didn't know what to do.
I was thinking Austin Powers.
Well, it was same guy.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
guy. Yeah.
I was thinking Elton John, to be honest. But yeah, Austin Powers.
I feel like if it was Elton John would have said something like smart back
Yeah.
to Kanye.
Fuck,
But
that's hectic.
it's
bro.
crazy that Kanye's gone from that to where he is today.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's brutal, man. I mean, hopefully you don't buy property in a
New Orleans.
in a
Yeah, man.
place where it's in America's so unpredictable too. I feel like
Mm.
with their weather,
Yeah, facts.
like
This is like
Cyclone.
we're
Sorry.
like Georgia and that they get cyclones and tornadoes and shit like that.
nice.
Like often.
So okay, 2020, we got more music, we got more houses.
Yeah.
More
I got-
houses
Oh,
on the
and
way.
I got a baby on the way.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Come on, let's
Yeah.
get something
Man,
here.
you got here.
You got everything. You had gunshots and everything. Oh,
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
There you go. Yeah.
wow.
That's
So have you figured out what gender?
not yet.
Oh wow.
Are you gonna find out?
Genderless. Well, it's just 2020. I'm having a vegan baby.
Oh man, there's
No,
Eli.
we'll find out soon. Yeah, that's Eli. That's my partner Shannon.
Shan.
And, she's glowing.
Yeah, that's
Christmas
crazy.
Day. Yeah, man.
So how long have you been keeping this one under wraps for, man?
7, 8 weeks.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's exciting
found out November.
times.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
For sure.
I mean, life is gonna change for you once again.
Yeah, gonna have to get a 7-seater or something, bro.
Bro,
minivan.
Yeah, I'll be that guy. Yeah, I'll be that guy.
yeah,
Dad
take
bed.
soccer. Does Eli play soccer or any little sport?
He used to do basketball training on Saturdays, but now he goes to school on the 28th. Starts school.
Whoa.
Yeah, he just turned 5 on
Whoa.
Thursday.
Wow.
So yeah,
Dude.
that's why
Crazy.
another reason, man. I gotta get.
You
I
got
gotta
a
get the paper.
full on house. Yeah,
Yeah.
full on life coming through. Eh?
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Yeah,
Man, that's
For
insane,
sure.
bro. That's insane. Yeah, so man, 2020 is gonna be a big year for you, bro.
for everyone, for sure.
100%. New studio, new kid,
Yeah, man.
new more houses.
New
Oh
house,
my
yeah.
goodness, me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
Top it
Yeah,
off.
I feel like
Hopefully some placements, man. All
I know.
make some history.
100%. There'll be
Yeah.
placements. There'll be big ones. Anyway, bro, is there anything? I usually like to say this before we end, but for an experienced producer like yourself, what's some advice that you would give young producers that are just starting, or artists that are just starting in this day?
Don't make music for other people. I'd say.
Oh my. Okay, 2020
Like-
more sound effects. Was that your resolution?
I think that's what everyone does every now and then. You're like, yo,
Mm.
I think we'll fuck with this, or then we'll fuck with that.
Yeah. Do it for you.
But yeah, you do it for that. Just make what you think is hard.
Yeah.
100%.
Work on your own craft.
Yeah.
So, bro, thank you so much for coming in, taking
Thank you, bro.
some
Thank
time
you.
out. Oh, let's go.
Easy.
Brother.
But yeah, no, it's been such an honor having you here. Make sure you guys go follow Matt Noble on Instagram. Oh, I was gonna say what?
Yeah.
iTunes, Instagram.
Yeah,
I don't know what I was saying.
On
man.
all
We've been doing it
socials.
all day, bro. It's all good.
The with 2 E's, Matt
Yeah,
Noble. We
the
actually
Matt
went
Noble.
to some random guy with like another kid. And we're like, yeah, this is him. So don't go to that. Oh, there he is.
Shout out Matt Noble.
Nah, it's the man.
2 E's, Matt Noble.
Yeah.
Make sure this guy, for all rappers out there, or all artists, he's got a thing called the Wave Shop.
Yes.
Make sure you guys DM him because man, he's got some solid beats, amazing beats
Solid.
over there.
Thank you.
I mean, your turnaround time to get them the release is like instant. Hey,
Yeah.
so if you guys are sick of waiting on a producer, just go to the Wave Shop and
Instagram's best kept secret,
Yeah.
bro.
100%.
AKA no one knows about it.
Make sure you guys go blow that up and go message Matt. And but yeah, I mean, is there anything else? Am I missing anything?
No, man.
Good.
We're
Hope
good.
everyone's had a great Christmas.
Finally got him here.
Yeah, great Christmas and a great New Year.
Yep.
And maybe we'll probably do a little bit of a special. We'll do a 6 degree
Yeah.
special in the
Pull up
new
at the
studio.
new For sure.
And yeah, we'll keep you guys linked up on that one. But, yeah, thank you so much for being here,
Thanks,
bro.
bro.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.